So, earlier today, I learned about some information involving the Halo TV show from Halo Follower, and oh boy, it showed me that the writers have learned nothing from Season 1.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
But before we get into that, let's do some background work. So, a couple of days ago, Jimmy Rings actor Pablo Schreiber was interviewed about Season 2, and in this interview, he explains why Jimmy Rings doesn't put his helmet on. But before we get into that, the way that the wider community figured this out was through Rebs Gaming on Twitter. So I'm going to be directly paraphrasing from him. Quote, "You're not going to be able to bring an audience along in a long-form story without having access to a character's face, which tells you what they're feeling, how they're thinking about everything. That access to the character's emotional life over the course of time is what makes you empathize and connect with a character." Holy shit, I'm not even on the second paragraph and I'm already seeing problems. First of all, what the hell is he even talking about? Some of the most popular characters in film and fucking fiction in general don't show their faces. Spider-Man doesn't show his face most of the time, but we definitely tell what he's feeling the whole time he's wearing his mask. One of the most popular villains in movie history wears a mask and he doesn't show his face until Return of the Jedi. And when it comes to Halo itself, Rookie from Halo 3 ODST doesn't peep a single word or show his face throughout the entire game and all of his cutscenes he's in, yet we are able to tell what he's feeling and how it's affecting him through body language alone. Are you telling me you don't know what body language is? Pablo, you should know this. You've been in like 30 shows and movies. This implies to me that the writers don't know how to write body language, so they had to take his helmet off, or Pablo was just so bad at emoting that they had to take his helmet off constantly so they could actually get some form of emotion from him. I know I'm just speculating, but it feels like it. I'm sorry, but it's the only choice for long-form storytelling in television. What I would say to anybody who disagrees with that, I totally respect that opinion. But it's a pretty basic place to start when you're talking about making a television show of quality. A television show of quality. I can't believe what I'm fucking reading. There is no goddamn way that this is actually Pablo speaking. I will bet money that Pablo was told by Paramount to say all of this because everyone under the sun was mocking this show's entire run on Paramount Plus. But if it was Pablo, he clearly must have not watched TV since 2019. Mandalorian did a faceless protagonist flawlessly without any problems. But don't worry, dear viewer, there is another post from Rebs Gaming involving this interview. Quote, he also said, "One thing I learned very early on is that there are as many different opinions in the Halo universe as there are Halo fans. So obviously, you're not going to be able to please everyone. But what I would say is that we are tailoring an entertainment experience that is tailored for the medium that it's for." It just keeps getting worse. I will admit that there are a lot of different variants of Halo fans, and we argue all the time with things like multiplayer, weapons, dual wielding, customization, elites, the stories themselves. But there is one universal thing that we can all agree upon. Do not take the Master Chief's helmet off. This entire thing just feels like they're blaming the audience because they don't like the decision. The audience is how these writers and actors are getting paid, so why can't they just listen to them once in a while? At the end of the day, all I have to say is I have no hope for Season 2. The writers and directors learned nothing from the mistakes of the first season, and all I have to really say is, I'm not going to watch it. And if I do have to watch this abomination to make a review on it, I'm probably gonna do what I want because a pirate is free. I'm already working on a script for a rant on the first season of Halo, but for now, that's all I have to say. Like always, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy content like this, share this around so I can grow as a channel, and I will see you guys next time.